You guys have been asking me a ton to test out the Master of Harmony changes. I've run a few keys with it off camera, off stream, but I wanted to share with you guys right now. So, after reading these changes, first off, they're buffing how much you're going to tap into it, so how fast you can use your vitality stored up. They're buffing how fast your vitality can be stored up. You store up more of your healing, and they've fixed a big issue with coalescence and how it distributes the healing and how it heals. So all in all, these are great changes, but I want to give a pre-analysis before we start the key. Then we'll blitz a key, see what we can do, and then I'll give my wrap-up thoughts on this. But my pre-analysis is the problem with Master of Harmony, or one of the problems with this hero talent tree in a Mythic Plus specific environment. Yes, it can do big damage. It can do, like I said, it can do solid damage, but it lacks the defensive utility that the other tree, Celestial Conduit, has, because Celestial Conduit is such a powerful cooldown, not only just a cooldown, but it does so many great things, defensive utility things like shaving time off of your Thunder Focus Tea, your Life Cocoon. I mean, it just does so many things that this hero talent tree doesn't do. But the question has to be asked, how much damage does this hero talent tree have to do to make it worth playing? I still don't think we're quite there yet. I just want to go ahead and, before we start this, I want to say this video is not intended to get people to swap to this spec or this hero talent tree. I don't think it's quite to that point yet, so please don't take this as advice to swap. But it does really good damage. I just don't think that the current state of Mythic Plus is an environment where that damage is incentive enough to swap off of the utility powerhouse, the healing powerhouse, shielding powerhouse that the other hero talent tree is. So before we get into it, we're running our normal Mythic Plus build, just kind of swapped over to a Master of Harmony build. We are running Harmonic Gambit. So instead of our Thunder Focus Teas being like giant Healy bursty windows with like the meme of Purified Spirit, just making sure that none of that goes to waste, we are going to be trying to do as much damage as possible with this. We're also going to join a +10 key. I don't know which key we're going to run yet, but we're going to try to get into a +10 and just see how much damage we can do with this while also trying to keep everyone alive, doing the standard healing stuff. I do think it's worth noting as well that we do have Xalatoth's Bargain Devour active as the weekly affix. It's going to be a miserable time for sure unless these DPS start dispelling themselves. So let's just go ahead and get into the key. So we managed to get ourselves into a +11 Dawnbringer. I don't know how I talked myself into this group, but I do want to say before we start the key, I did get a weak aura that should help you and myself understand how much vitality is stored other than just this, this up here, the indicator. The weak aura will be about here on the screen, so stay tuned for it, and hopefully you'll see. I guess I can heal. Yeah, there it is. Shows how much we have, and it'll show it like kind of ticking down the timer of Aspect of Harmony. All right, let's get into it. The whole focus with the build that I'm going right now is we're just gonna have to try to see, honestly, how much damage we can do. So I'm gonna line up my kicks so that they can hit as many enemies through as possible, which I say that as this guy's out of range. Okay, now he's pulled back in. Ooh. Already just getting absolutely trucked. One big downside to this is that we are missing an entire cooldown with this build. Celestial Conduit, like, I didn't realize how much I relied on that, but I think normally when I pull this dungeon off the rip, I kind of pop it there, but already kind of feeling like I'm falling behind. But you can see there, I am fully stacked up on Vitality already. The Vitality storage rate being increased is kind of showing its colors here. Hopefully we can bounce back from that. That was rough on my part. We healed a good bit, though. It's just that it was not on the right targets. Okay, now let's unleash this Vitality by pressing Thunder Focus Tea. You can see there, we already see a lot more yellow numbers kind of ticking in. We can kind of target swap, I think is the best way to do it. But we need to unleash Chi-Ji here. And you can see with Chi-Ji out, all those mastery procs kicking up, we really get a lot more vitality stored up quickly. Let's go ahead and revival that. Get rid of the affix. Let's go ahead and Thunder Focus Tea again. Get that Aspect of Harmony kind of pumping. So one of the big takeaways here that we're going to be looking at is I do think we're going to see a lot of damage from Aspect of Harmony, but the question we need to ask is it enough damage to warrant swapping off of Conduit and Celestials? And I don't know. I don't think it will be. It would have to be a significant amount of damage that we're doing. Like if we were like Dragonflight Catweaving, who was doing like DPS amounts of damage, then it would be more of a conversation, but right now we're not. But you see here, we are back to full vitality. Let's just go ahead and unleash it. And get going. Go ahead and envelop and miss that guy. But you can see like on the damage meters, we're doing fine amounts of damage. It still looks like healer damage. But it definitely is higher than if we were not on Aspect of Harmony. Let's go ahead and Shayloons. Hopefully that gets rid of the affix. Okay. We handle the affix. Ooh, this tank is under it. Maybe we can touch a death. Okay, nice. So far, it's playing very similarly, but I did kind of let one death slip through, and I do think it's because I'm used to conduiting there. And not to mention, just like over oh, that's embarrassing. Over a dungeon, just how many more I'm sorry, I totally just whiffed my Jadefire Psalm. I don't think that's ever happened to me. But how many more just life cocoons we have over the course of a dungeon from just simply having Celestial Conduit shave time off of it with a Yulon effect. I mean, it really, I can't state it enough. We are missing out on a lot of utility. And don't get me wrong, it's not just like a one does healing, one does damage type thing. I don't want it to come across that way. They both have healing components. They both have damage components. Like Celestial Conduit alone does good damage on itself. Ah, man, I should have just kept onto the tank there. That is so much more damage than I thought we were both expecting. Well, let's revival this. Get rid of the affix. But Celestial Conduit also, like, shaving time off of your Rising Sun Kick. I mean, put yourself, like, in a Mist of Tyrannus Scythe when you're on the first boss, and you kind of unlock the boss so you can burst it, and it becomes vulnerable. If you Celestial Conduit and you just start shaving time off of your Thunder Focus Tea and your Rising Sun Kick, you're going to be doing crazy damage, you know? So, I mean, both have damage components, both have healing components. I'm not really playing around trying to get as much aspect healing right now as I could, but it definitely has the ability to do that. Let's get out of this before we Shayloons. Man, I forgot how hard these 11s are. Kind of already under it, making mistakes already. Let's go ahead and Chi-Ji. Oh no, he got hit by the beam. What are we doing? Come on. That's okay. It happens. Ooh. Guess we Shayloons? Don't like this. Shout out to Hawk Tua, by the way. What a name. Okay, we did not use our Dispel. We used, oh gosh. Oh boy. We used our Diffuse Magic there. Okay, it's getting kind of hairy. I'm not gonna lie, this guy, his debuff might go off. Okay, we're chilling. Now we can just pump damage. Oh no, I thought I healed it, or I thought I dispelled it in time. But no, the boss's health is healing. God, this affix is cursed. This affix is cursed. And that is one other thing, is like, I'm glad that I'm doing this week while this affix is a thing. Because this affix, you can kind of laugh at it in a couple different ways in Monk. You know, as a Monk, you can like Shayloons it away, or you can Celestial Conduit it away, because Celestial Conduit really can get rid of yours with the instant healing, and then kind of shave some of the healing shield or whatever it's called off of everyone else with the pulses. And I do think if we were playing the other talent, what's it called, like Purified Spirit, where all of our leftover vitality kind of just gets like expunged, you know, that could probably help with Go ahead and Shayloons here. That could probably help with the healing required from this affix. But no, we're playing the damage one. Harmonic Gambit. Harmonic Gambit. Let's go and revival this away. Okay, yeah, having to balance our healing cooldowns here with this affix. Whoa, tank, buddy. All of these things just, it makes it rough. And having one less cooldown is already just brutal. But I still think we can get this done. This group originally formed to try and get a 10 mists done, but no tanks were queuing up. So they just asked if we wanted to do, oh boy, here we go. We're in Aspect of Harmony. Very awkward way to start that. But yeah, they were like, hey, do y'all just want to do our 11 Dawnbringer instead? And I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm just trying to get a video. Just want to play a key. I was tired of sitting in queue. We could dispel that before we fly. Hope no one dies here. If they do, it's my fault. We should be fine. Land. Okay, where are we going? Alright. I should have swapped my flying mode. Forgot that I can do that. But luckily we're flying up here. Awkward way to start a pool. But we should be fine. Let's go ahead and Chi-Ji. Just need some of these mastery procs to funnel into this evoker. Okay, that was pretty nice. Got a good number of them too. Dispel herself. We could diffuse magic there, which I probably should have. But it worked out. Ugh. I'm excited to see the breakdown though at the end of this dungeon and see just how much of our damage contributes or goes toward Aspect of Harmony. One thing that I was hoping for is that we would get a Brewmaster that was also playing Master of Harmony. That would have been nice to kind of see a little comparison. Okay, let's go ahead and unleash what we got. We were fully stacked up. You can even use some of that aspect for healing with that Vivify. One thing that I don't like too about this hero talent tree is it reads like it would buff your Ancient Teachings healing. It just says that you're gonna like draw upon it to do 40% more damage. However, it doesn't operate that way. Ooh, tank. Ooh, tank. I'm trying to help you out. Yeah, it reads that way. It does not operate that way, unfortunately. It kind of contributes it toward another damage source called Aspect of Harmony, which is really tragic. I really wish it didn't work that way. I think everyone would be happier if it actually added the damage to your like Rising Sun Kick source, you know. But let's try to sort more vitality and get another Thunder Focus Tea off this pool. Also, I love the whole double Thunder Focus Tea thing, but it just doesn't, it never really works out to where you're getting full value from it. Okay, now we're pumping. I also never know if I should be target swapping or trying to benefit with from Coalescence, like trying to stick to one target and spread it, or however it's worded. It's just such a weird hero talent tree, and one that I wish I put more time into, but I just haven't really been incentivized to do so yet. But I do want to start, because y'all know me, I like to kind of just like damage rat and see how much damage we can pump in a dungeon or something stupid like that. And this hero talent tree is kind of meant for that, or at least in its current state. But look at our damage. We're doing better than tank damage, so can't complain there. We can do a trick here too, where we can use our fortifying brew to enhance how much health we have. And that will increase our vitality cap, because your vitality cap is your health amount. Let's dispel that. But let's go in Fort Brew. You see our vitality cap increased because our max health increased. And then let's go ahead and Thunder Focus Tea now to start unleashing that. Just a cool little trick you can do. I don't really know if there's any like meaningful benefit to doing so, but I think it's pretty cool. Uh-oh. Next mini boss is next. Lust, that one, he says. care going in. Okay, well, we're coming in with full vitality, which is pretty nice. It's weird drinking our Mana Tea before we fly. I just feel like we wouldn't get a chance to drink it once we land. Oh, but he meant this one. Okay, yeah, this is going to be kind of terrifying. And I just wasted my Fort Brew, so yeah, this is going to be pretty fun. That's okay. We came down, we kind of let it rip, and we're rocking and rolling. Yeah, this is a hero talent tree that I really want to get more practice in with, even though it's not like... It's just, I don't know, I feel like it still is lacking something, whether that being just like the ability to make sense, you know. I don't know what it's lacking, but it feels like it is lacking something. It's just a lot of fun. I just want to play with it, you know. We are at full vitality. Let's just go ahead and rip it. Like there's no point in not. Yeah, you can just see all those extra yellow damage numbers ticking away. That's the vitality that we just dumped into that guy. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, so many people pretty low. Let's go ahead and stop that. Should probably be targeting this nearest guy. One thing that I've gotten out of the habit of is trying to get overwhelming force value. It's just so much more disappointing than it could be. And seeing that Brewmasters got the buffs, and like the buffs that I want, like probably not the buffs we need, let's be real. I'm not like arguing that. But the buffs that I wish that we got, the Brewmasters got. They got the Chi Burst buff back. They got the overwhelming force buff. Like, oh, I'm jealous, very jealous. But that's okay. So far, so good. Woo! I just spoiled something there. I shouldn't have hovered my mouse there. Okay, I'm afraid to land. We go through here. Yeah, I was trying not to spoil our damage, but maybe one of y'all might have caught a glimpse. If you did not see it, do not go back and see. Save it for the end of the dungeon. I promise. Okay, it's on me. I'm just so scared of this little mini boss. We've been doing this dungeon all day today on our alts, and they have been each one worse than the next, you know, or than the last. Just a horrible Dawnbringer day. If y'all tuned in today's stream, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, but man, felt like each group just forgot more and more mechanics, and then we were just left to recover. Okay, speaking of forgetting mechanics, we are targeted. Hopefully I aim that right. Go ahead and Shayloons. Why not? Unleash our vitality. It wasn't too much, but it was enough to unleash. Ooh. I feel like that visual's a bit delayed, is it not? Okay, right once I get this debuff from the affix, I'm going to diffuse magic. Oh boy. We can go and revival that. I definitely overcommitted there, but I'd rather overcommit than die to it, you know? I wasn't planning on revivaling, but that did do like way more damage to the party than I thought it would. Okay, once again, I mean, I do really, really like the changes to how quickly you store up vitality. I think I can definitely notice it. It feels like we're storing it up a lot quicker, because I feel like every time I Thunder Focus Tea, I am at full vitality, and that was a big gripe of mine with it previously. Is it felt like since you have 2 Thunder Focus Teas, it felt like kind of a waste. You would just sit at 2 charges because you couldn't really build up in time. You know what I mean? So I do like that aspect. Go ahead and just boop these guys. Kind of booped them back into some of the ground effects, which is nice, but not a huge boop. Okay, we have Mana Tea. Gotta use it, because I don't have any mage food. We did vivify that guy, so I'm kind of curious to see how much vitality healing we're going to have, or aspect of harmony healing we're going to have, because it does do an amount of healing. It's a non-zero amount for sure. Go ahead and Shayloons this. Hopefully we can heal the affix. No, we did not get it in time because someone took a smack. I think someone stood in the frontal, and my healer brain went to heal them instead of the affix guy. But it looks like everyone got rid of their debuff, because I don't think this adds healing itself. One thing, though, is I want you guys to comment. What is y'all's take on this new affix, Devour? I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. But man, I hate it. I hate it so much. Why? Oh. Woo! Had to pocket the tank there a bit. Definitely had to use Chi-Ji like one global before I wanted to. Let's Chi Burst. Let's let it rip. It's doing more damage, so because of this hero talent tree, so let's just let it rip. We have Revival here. I'm gonna Revival maybe after that slam. Yeah. Okay, we need to Thunder Focus Tea, maybe get some extra bonus aspect healing here. Okay, I kind of am very curious. How much did Aspect of Harmony heal us there? I don't know. I just flashed it on screen. Maybe one of y'all saw it. I did not have enough time to see it, though. We have Chi-Ji here. Ooh, okay. Frontal again. Plays. Why is that visual messing up for me? Maybe I'm crazy, but visual is not showing. We're gonna Shayloons, Chi-Ji. Ooh, that got spicy. Man, that got spicy. Man, playing on my alts all day and then coming to this character where I feel so much more comfortable dealing with things like this affix, it's a lot. Whoa, that visual was weird. Alright, just kill the boss, please. My little heart can't take it. Oh, stay alive. Okay, we made it. Dude, this boss is terrifying in high keys, but we did it. We did it with 0 deaths, too. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, are we going to time this plus 11 first attempt? When's the last time I did a Dawnbreaker? I did a 10 the other day, but man, we're kind of cruising through this. But this boss we've had trouble with all day today, but I'm pretty sure it was just because Pugs did not do mechanics. But man, I am excited to see this damage breakdown. I'm trying to use my vitality, remember to use it, especially whenever I see that I'm at full. Ooh, that hurts. Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to remember to use it, but sometimes it's easy to forget, you know. The good thing about this hero talent tree is that it does happen a lot in the background. You don't really have to. Let's just revival that. Oh man, that was a brutal revival. That affix, it's not really an issue until it comes at the wrong time, you know? So brutal. So miserable. I've already seen so many Reddit posts about this affix, but I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say about it in the comments. What are y'all's horror stories with this affix? But what I was saying is, it's nice that this hero talent tree is kind of all passive, so you don't really have to put much thought into it other than, hey, remember to use your Thunder Focus Tea, which you kind of already were, you know? Alright, we got our Mana Tea. Final boss time. Dude, how are we blasting this? Maybe, dude, this video, I meant for it just to be an Master of Harmony video, and then we somehow our key, the key became an 11. And here we are, kind of cranking an 11. I think we're just going to use our Thunder Focus Teas for healing here. We don't have Revival, so we got to be like... Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. Gotta be like extra careful about the affix is what I'm trying to say, but oh my goodness, can't even take a second to think. All right, let's Thunder Focus Tea, Rising Sun Kick. Let's crank a little bit of damage here. Let's Chi-Ji this spray. Pretty good Chi-Ji. No, I shouldn't have Shayloons there. I tried to cancel my Shayloons because I saw I was low on stacks, but I think our Evoker used his button that lets us cast while moving spell on us. I'm pretty sure he used that on us, and it kept me from being able to cancel it. Where are we going? Why am I stupid? We're going this way, right? Yeah, we were right here. Uh-oh. Will I run out of time? Nah, we're chilling. Dude, we're about to time in 11. I mean, I know it's a Dawnbreaker. Like, I know there's so many things that, like, I don't know, but our damage is kind of crazy for a healer. Oh, dude, I should stop spoiling that. Look at that, dude. Uh-oh. I don't want to make any statements, but, dude, this damage is kind of crazy. I definitely feel like I'm doing almost Resto Shaman damage. Pre-nerf. But, is it still worth going without a cooldown? Going without, like, all this utility? No. I don't think so. Okay, we are in our aspect window. And I did not even, like, focus Overwhelming Force. I kind of am excited to see just how much accidental Overwhelming Force damage we do, you know? But I doubt it's gonna, like, be anything crazy. I was saying this on stream, but man, we have been... We just killed this boss in Mythic Raid, and it's so annoying. Oh, I was not ready with Chi-Ji, but now we can Revival. Revival after the affix. Dude, Mistweaver has so many different ways to laugh at this affix, but it's still a miserable affix, don't get me wrong. An aspect. Kind of a weird one. Oh, I thought I just used it, but no. Here, we got Chi-Ji. Let's go on defensive. Did we just get innervated? I have no idea. Okay, now we press Thunder Focus. See, we're actually doing damage now. I definitely thought that I pressed this like so many times already. Uh-oh. Okay, he immune that. Very good. Dude, shout out to this group. What a group of gamers. We're back to Thunder Focus team. Shayloons. Stay alive, people. Only a little bit more. I don't know what health percent we have to get to. Like maybe 59 point something with this run. We are at full vitality, but we don't have a Thunder Focus Tea to use here. Okay, everyone dispelled themselves. Whoa, dude. Holy. We just timed a plus 11 Dawnbreaker with Master of Harmony. Nothing really was different. Like, this dungeon's one of the easier ones, I would say. And also, like, this group was really good. You know, I'm sure they dispelled more debuffs than I did on themselves. So, crazy group. But now comes the fun part. Not just opening the vault. Or the chest, which we got gold. Let's look at this damage and healing breakdown. First, let's start off with the healing. So how much actual healing, when I wasn't playing to try to fish for like more aspect harmony healing, I wanted most of my aspect to go into damage here. And still it did about 3% of our healing. I can remember a couple times where I was in my aspect window and I was vivifying a bit to try to get that hot out on people, but didn't really go for this that often. I kind of want to redo this where I kind of run it back another dungeon one time maybe where I play trying to get more aspect healing instead of damage. So maybe I go something like this talent, the meme one that just releases everything, Purified Spirit. See how much healing we can get there, but overall the healing's nothing important. Like I said, it doesn't contribute to more Ancient Teachings healing. That's not how this works. It all treats itself with the aspect of harmony, unless they change something and I just missed it. You guys can correct me there, but Nothing really to gain from this healing breakdown. However, the damage breakdown is kind of where this hero talent tree shines. Aspect of Harmony doing a third of our damage. I mean, dude, don't get me wrong. 150 million is a lot of damage. Now, you do also have to ask yourself, if we were taking the other hero talent tree, how much damage would Celestial Conduit have done? Maybe a couple, tens of million, maybe, but 150 million, no. I do not think so. So I don't know, man. Look, if you're pushing high-end keys and maybe you just like miss time by a few seconds and you don't need the cooldown of Celestial Conduit, you don't need that defensive utility, then maybe Aspect could be an answer to that question of what should I run. However, big caveat, the question that Mythic Plus is asking us nowadays in high-end keys is, can you survive this? Not, can you do this much damage in this much time? I'm pretty sure DPS is to a point where you can kill a dungeon in time. So if we as the healer were doing maybe, say, 180k DPS here in this key, but people felt safer, you just were able to make people's health bar be like 103% instead of 100%, then that probably still would be better. But I mean, you gotta admit, dude, Aspect of Harmony, it's kind of cranking. It's kind of cranking. Same with Overwhelming Force. So this hero talent tree alone did over 40% of our damage. Pretty big stuff. Pretty big stuff. I don't think it's quite there. Maybe it's close. Maybe these changes make it close, but maybe if they did like one more change, it could be even more of a question mark. I have to admit, dungeons feel safer and that when you play Conduit the Celestials, and that is kind of just what you need from your healer, is just how can you, the healer, make the dungeon feel safer. And I have to give it to Conduit. But once again, this cranks damage. As you see, I would like to see some damage buffs given to Mistweaver so that maybe healer damage can like mean more, but I don't know, guys. That's actually kind of shocking. I knew it was going to be high. I did not think it was going to be this high. This was a dungeon where we didn't get any spinning crane kick value, which kind of does play into it. Maybe in like dungeons where this is a thing where you don't get much spinning crane kick value, maybe this is more of a question, since Harmonic Gambit doesn't work with spinning crane kick. Yeah, so if you're doing a dungeon where you do spinning crane kick more often, then that could be more of a an obvious answer. Master of Harmony, there's definitely not the answer because you won't get much value from it. But in dungeons like Dawnbringer, I mean, hey, you're doing these like smaller, more elite mob pools. You're punching and kicking more often. Dude, I mean, kind of crazy. Okay, I can talk about this all day. I basically feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over. But what do you guys think? I mean, was this as much as you thought? Was it less? Was it way more than you thought? Let me know down in the comments below. Give it a shot in your lower end keys, like maybe your warm-up key for the day. But once again, do not take this video as advice for like going out and like pushing your keys, and don't go and say, oh, LB Ninja 7 said this is the best build. That's not what we're saying. I just wanted to kind of showcase it and showcase you the changes and just what it can do, what its strengths are. And then I don't know, maybe we can all walk away knowing more about this hero talent tree, because it's a weird one. It really is. But guys, thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. Thank you for hitting like, hitting subscribe. Make sure that button is colored out or grayed out, I guess I should say. Also, thank you for leaving a comment. It really helps this video reach more of a wider audience. And thank you so much to the patrons of this channel, because you are the reason why I'm still able to make videos, living my dream of being a content creator and able to stream to you guys and bring you content that I enjoy making and hopefully you enjoy watching. But guys, thank you so much for watching this one. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.